Alright guys, in this update I'm going to hopefully get the front end suspension worked on. I hope to create some mount points, maybe make a little skid plate or something up here, I don't know, we'll see. Get the tires changed, get this green paint off, and get the mount points on this subframe part and get it painted, reinstalled, and we're getting close to wrapping this project or this update up. So stay tuned and let's get to work. Well, I can't cut straight. I even had it marked. Let's mark it like that. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there for the day. I think these wheels will hold that on there. It's pretty penetrating on that. And same with the bolts, they're not coming off. All right, I did a few more things. I went ahead and painted up my spindles and so skid plate and my screws a little bit where they've been welded. And took my tires off. I'm going to see about putting the new tires on the rims tomorrow. And I finally got my real lug nuts, so I have real lug nuts on the wheels now instead of just regular nuts for a bolt. Here's the other side. And there's one of the tires that I'm gonna put on the front, right there. So we're sitting here in the air, waiting to put the front end back on so I can figure out my upper shock mounts. And I'll do that tomorrow. As you can see out the back door, it's getting dark. So anyway, I'll call it a day right there, and next time I'll pick up with the front end back under the tractor, and like I said, figure out my upper shock mounts. Hey guys, we're back in the garage today. Last night at old dark 30, I decided to go ahead and put on the front tires. I really like them. They're quite a bit bigger than I thought they'd be compared to the X-Trax or the Kendas I had. But they look good. I'm toying with some inner shock mounts. At first, I didn't think I was going to be able to do the shock in the middle, but it does nose up the tractor a little bit, but not as bad as I thought it would. But it's looking good. I think I like it. I think I'm gonna go with this setting. I had two settings mocked up. Let me open the hood here. As you can see in here, I had outer locations where the shock stood up more, but it was a bit nosed up, and I didn't care for that. And I made an inner spot, and I kind of like that. It looks good. So I'm gonna go with that. As you can see, I think I'm going to be able to accomplish one of my major goals, is being able to open the hood. Because I don't think the front bumper I'm gonna mock up will bother it too much. We'll see. That's for another day. But looking good. Happy with it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and burn in that brace where I have it, and go ahead and go with it. One minor adjustment, this plate here I put on to protect my steering. I'm gonna have to trim back a little area here so the shock, when it's depressed, doesn't hit it. I think it's gonna hit it when the right side is in a downward position, but I don't think I have to trim back too much. It'd be good. That'll be easy. I just gotta lay down on the ground and get the whizzer wheel after it and zap it off. Or not zap it off, but cut it off. But anyway, well, I'm getting really close. I added my cross member or panhard bar link to the front axle. Got the side piece trimmed. That's ready to go. Over here, I got that thing mount on the frame ready to go for the panhard or cross member, whatever you want to call it. I may put one little gusset on there. I don't know. I've been banging on it with a hammer a couple times. It doesn't seem to want to bend. So I think it's small enough that it's pretty structural. And all of its tension is going to be this way, so I think it'll be fine. Finish cleaning this piece up and paint it. Touch up over here where I've grind down to clean up for welding. Getting a little better at it, not bad. But another step closer. Next time you see it, you should see the front end piece on, the hood mounted, and then we'll start working on the bumper, the winch, and getting all that installed. Okay guys, I got a new idea here for my throttle, my foot throttle. Got me a new brake cable for a bike, which I've been using all this time. My old method, I had to cut the end off and get a new brake cable and rerun it again. I've come up with a new idea, maybe, I hope it works. that I can actually take it off and adjust it. So here's the end. Have that go up to the bottom of my foot pedal. Then I created this nut or bolt. I cut a pathway through it to so I can, and I also got a nut here too, so I can put it in here. So let's put the wire through. All right. So my thought is to put the cable through the bolt and the nut. I'm gonna turn the nut so I'll hold it. And then this nut's already got a groove on it too. So I can just put it in here on the back side. Easier to turn the bolt than the nut, because when the nut gets to the pathway, the cable wants to fall out. But it doesn't have to be at the halfway. So here we go. We're adjusted. Nut's not, a little bit more. There we go. Nut on the back side is not in the pathway. My thought is, as my cable stretches, I can adjust this out. And like I said, with the hole in the top of the nut, I can fit this in there. Fit my cable into that. Then I'm gonna bring it around, use this mount for throttle cable on the other side of the intake. And then in here, I found a cable barrel connector that I am going to use to tighten the cable onto. And then I'll use a spring from here over to the other throttle connector on the other side. And that's my new setup I'm gonna try. All right, I forgot to show you, but I think my foot throttle is going to work. Got all this installed. I got wire through the terminator thing there. Now I just needed a spring to go from here to over there. I don't have one of those, so I'll have to go to the hardware store and get one of those, and I think the throttle will be ready too. Well, I'm getting ever so much closer. It is now sitting on all fours. Although not sturdy, but still sitting on all fours. Got pretty much everything set up on the front except my panhard bar, because my original one is a bit too short, because my ears are there, right there, and right there, where before they were like right here and right here. I think the longer one would be a better fit, but got the front end going, winch and bumpers installed. Just need to get that panhard bar and put the hood on, and it's time to take it for a rip. Stay tuned. Hey guys, that'll wrap up this episode. In the next episode, I hope to get the electrical finished, hooking up the winch, the headlights, get my panhard bar installed and finished, and probably give it a good bath. It's pretty dirty right now. It's looking good. I like that now I can open my hood all the way, full access to put in gas or maybe even the pull start if I have to. And it just barely taps the front end. But I don't think that'll be an issue. So see you next episode, and we should have this thing driving.